So today we are street interviewing. We're asking people what's riskier, business or working in employment. We're asking people why do they go to uni, why haven't they started a business, and we're asking people is social media good or bad, and also is money evil? So we're going to find out. Let's go. Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a question? I can walk and talk. No, you're not interested? Okay, cool. They're not interested. We're going to get a lot of this today. Right, excuse me, lads. Are you all right to answer a couple of questions?
Yeah, go on.
So, would you ever start your own business?
Yes, I would. Me and my friends have recently started a business, in fact.
Okay. And what is the business?
It's a film production company called Rat King. We are currently working on our first film together.
Okay, awesome. So, other question, did either of you go to university?
Currently at uni.
Okay, when it comes to university, because I never went to college or university, I'm a big believer in self-education.
Yeah.
I want to ask, why did you go to university? Was that your decision, or was that, can I be as bold to say, was that your parents sort of wanting you to go to uni?
So it wasn't my parents and it wasn't me. I wanted to get into film, but lockdown hit, and it was the only option that I could see to sort of get into film at that time.
Okay, so where's the goal now? So what's the career like? What's the purpose in moving forward with this business?
So with the business, we want to build a portfolio by doing free work for whoever wants it. And once we have a reputation, we want to move into paid work. And then after that, hopefully we can make our own stuff and people will watch it and enjoy it.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Cool, guys, thanks very much, cool. I'll ask you a couple of questions. Did either of you go to university, and why?
Because I wanted a future for myself.
Okay, so what is it you went into?
Physiotherapy.
Okay, second question, would you ever start your own business?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, and when you think of the word business, there's a lot of old narratives in people thinking that it's quite risky, opposed to going down, uni or something like that. What's your thoughts on the word risk, sort of thinking of a business?
I mean, if you don't take risks, you'll never go on in life. So I think without risks, and if you only play it safe like every time, you'll never like do something big. Like you'll never be successful in some way.
So there we go, you've just said it. So my question is, why are you pursuing uni because if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
18.
Oh my God, so he's 18, so you've got a lot of time ahead. I say this with confidence, if you were to knuckle down for 10 years, because I didn't go to college or uni, if you smashed it for 10 years, I can tell you now by 28, 29, you'd be a millionaire if you applied it, because there's so many resources. So countering that, what do you think in starting your own business opposed to continuing, with uni?
Uni is like a safe option, but it depends on what you take in uni. Starting a business, you have to have a lot of determination and motivation, because without them, then you'll only be left with nothing basically, and you might go into some mental state and you maybe never go on in life. But people go on with uni because they think it's a safer option than starting a business.
Yeah.
Basically.
So what I want to say to both of you is risk really is determined by, actually, is it riskier to get a job where you could be made redundant or never get the job? So what I want to say to both of you is, I reckon you are determined. I'm a co-founder of a company in London, which is an events company. On the 2nd of February, if both of you want to add me on TikTok, it's at Aaron Knightley. Add me, I'd give you a free invite and a free ticket, and it'll change your life to be surrounded by incredible people, all right? So, mind if I ask you a question?
Oh, go quick.
Social media, good or bad?
Bad, don't like it.
And why is it bad?
Too much negative energy.
Too much negative energy? I agree with you. I mean, what's your thoughts?
I think it's very bad.
Do you use it yourself?
Yes. I think it's bad because you feel like you have to use it. Yeah, I had a very bad game the other day and I got quite a lot of abuse, so...
Oh, really? Okay, and why was that?
Because I made a mistake,
Wow. So my question is, I think social media, I do agree with you. I use social, so I would say I'm more of a creator than a consumer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of opportunities. So how much do you know about sort of the monetization of really, like the opportunity of what you could do? So what I would say is, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a job?
Play football.
Okay, cool. What's that, semi-pro or pro?
Pro.
Okay, who do you play for Brian?
Yeah, we all do.
Oh, nice. Okay. Lewis Dunk, there you go. I used to play with Lewis Dunk. Tell him Aaron Knightley, there we go. Cool. Tell him Aaron Knightley. Back in the day, Centre of Excellence, there we go. There's one for the video. What would you say to anyone? Obviously, you're doing well then. What would you say to sort of the younger generation in terms of, obviously, social media? You've already hit the nail on the head. It can be quite toxic, but at the same time, there's a lot of opportunity. What would you say to them?
I think, as you said, if it's something you enjoy and you can make a living out of it being a creator, then go for it. But stay away with other people's business, and if you're on there with your friends having fun, I think that's the main sort of reason people go on there, not to just slag other people off.
Awesome. Right, well, when you see Lewis Dunk, tell him to add me on Instagram, all right? Did you go to uni?
No.
Why did you not go to uni?
Well, I'm in college at the moment.
Okay, cool. So I'm very pro self-education, starting a business. So what's the purpose going forward?
Well, after college?
Yeah.
Well, I'm in music at the moment, so it will depend on how the second year goes. So it will
Also, are you utilising social media for your music?
depend. Yeah. TikTok, Snapchat and Instagram. And
What are they?
they're all called EJ Snooze.
And I think what I would say to everyone is there's so much opportunity right now. I talk a lot about the baby boomers don't believe that a lot of social and starting a business is possible. Because what's your thoughts on risk when starting a business?
I think you got to take risks. Like, there's some risks you can take. It's only if it's worth taking. You know what I mean? So,
Mate, do you know what? Risk nowadays is opening up a laptop and starting social media and having a bit of savvy about you. So, mate, I wish you all the best. What do you do for a job, if you don't mind me asking?
Children's nurse.
Awesome. What I want to ask people today is, have you ever thought of starting your own business?
No.
Do you mind me asking why not?
Yeah, because it just wouldn't be compatible with the job I do.
But is that what you would do as a business in what you're in now?
Yeah, but I mean, it would be probably very hard to rake a... It's not really something I've ever considered.
Okay, so second question is, how do you feel about corporate employment now? Like, how do you think about, because I know a lot of people are feeling a little bit undervalued, not enough respect at work, this whole hierarchy system is kind of peeing people off. How's the setup at your place?
It's been in the news. It ain't great, is it?
Yeah.
So it could be a lot better.
So what would you change? If you could change one thing about the corporate world, what would you change?
I think I'd have more consideration about people having a life outside of work as well as in work.
Love that. So a little bit more flexibility
Yeah.
and understanding of
Yeah.
people's lives.
Yeah.
Almost like compassion and empathy
Yeah.
is what places need.
Yeah.
Excuse me, my friend, do you mind me asking ask you a question? We'll walk and talk. Go on, we'll walk and talk.
I'm really sick.
You're really sick? Okay, we're going to stay away from you. So if you want to get out of an interview or any questions, say that you're sick. I mean, we left him straight away. Is social media good or bad?
It depends. Bad. Yes.
Bad? Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. We're going to start an internal debate. Why is it bad?
I think it basically encourages. Everyone seems to be like they want to be the next Hollywood celebrity. No one wants to sort of hold down a normal job. People are slightly obsessed with fame these days.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad, really. I see people out here sat there talking to themselves. It's like, get some real friends. Go and have a conversation with some real friends.
Yeah,
That's
well-
far better than 20,000 followers.
Well, I'll tell you what, although I'm on social media, I actually agree with what you said. So I actually very much promote that. If you're going to be a creator, do it for a full-time job and actually earn a good living off it. Your views?
I think similar to Sam's, really. But I think it can make people sort of fickle a little.
It like disconnects people, doesn't it? Like you lose reality. Like you just said, is that you're not really taking in people around you. I mean, I use it for a business purpose. And what I want to ask you just off the back of that is, obviously, I take it you guys are working here, but would you ever start your own business?
Yeah, if I had the balls to do it.
And why don't you? Well, why don't you? Because this is something I'm talking about. I'm asking people what they think of risk. I mean, what do you think of risk in starting a business?
Starting a business, I'm not sure what I sort of specialise in. I prefer doing like theatre. I do part-time acting, things like that. So I prefer just working for someone else, but actually doing quite good jobs. But starting my own business, I'm not really entrepreneurial. I wouldn't know.
You sound it.
Do I?
You sound like you should be running something. Yeah, I really feel like you should.
I'd probably be good being left in charge of someone else's business because I wouldn't have the ego to try and overtake it or mark my stamp. I'd just be good as a caretaker.
I think you should start a business. And what about you?
Well, it's quite because I sort of work as a freelance photographer and film editor.
Awesome.
So I work best really when I can sort of plan my own time, even though I'm a bit scatty, which probably
Love that.
a bit nuts. But it's sort of having that freedom to kind of work for yourself. Otherwise, I quite like being told what to do, really.
Hey, we're staying on business, all right? I was going to ask you anyway when I was walking up there, so I'm going to come to you now. I'm just going to ask you a very simple question, if you don't mind. At university, what are your thoughts opposed to leaving school and just going and doing your own thing?
I'm not at uni. I never have been. I left school at 18 after sixth form. And I went
There we go.
travelling.
So we're aligned. We're aligned. So neither did I. I didn't go college and I didn't go uni. I just went straight into business and started my own businesses. What are your what's your purpose? Like what's happening going forward?
Catch flights, not feelings.
And what's the views on social media? Good or bad?
Bit of both.
Bit of both.
I post a lot of selfies, but I also hate other people online.
I do get what you mean. I mean, we have that. You just said about travelling now. I'm going to ask you. I caused a bit of a stir on my TikTok about travelling. See, now my views are... And I'm saying my views because this is what I done is I left school and then I went straight at it and set myself up pretty early. so I could travel later in life. I didn't plan for it, that's just the way it happened. So obviously I almost promote that. What's your thoughts on, do you travel and then come back and possibly have to grind again, or do you work and then travel at like 26, 27?
I work, travel, work, travel, work, travel.
So my business partner will like that. Paul, there you go, you found your match. Stop trying to get dirty with me, okay? You're such a flirt. Lads, do you mind if I ask you all a question? Did you go uni? You didn't go, why didn't you go uni?
Because I didn't want to.
Good man. What about you?
I'm at uni.
You're at uni, all conflicts. And what about you?
I'm at uni.
You're at uni. So can I ask you, I'm going to stick with you on this one, well, when we find out your reason. Why are you at uni? Is that a decision you made, or is that more sort of parents?
It's not my parents, it's just the way that education goes, I guess.
Oh, okay, I'm going to come back to you. What about you?
Just wanted to do uni.
Okay, cool. So for myself, in fact, why didn't you go uni?
I hate school and I didn't want to pay.
Okay, so basically you're me. So I didn't go uni or college. I just went straight into starting my own businesses. I want to ask, if you could start your own business, would you? And why haven't you? Because it is too easy now.
Just effort.
Effort. Do you like sleeping?
Yeah.
What about you? Would you start your own business?
Can't be bothered.
Guys, come on. What about you? Would you start your own business? I feel like you would.
I don't think so. Maybe at some point, not now.
Well, look, what I would say, just my 2 pence worth. I mean, would you start your own business?
Not now, because I just don't have the effort at the moment.
So are you all really tired at the moment?
I just can't be bothered with the, the responsibility at the moment, so.
Okay, well, lads, look, I wish you all the best. I hope you all get on very well, and cheers for your time. Quick question, did you go uni?
Yes, I did.
Do you mind me asking, why did you go uni? Was that you, or was that more sort of like from parents did it?
Wanted to have fun and meet people rather than study.
Have you ever thought of starting your own business?
I'm going to start a cinema one day.
And when's this going to happen?
10 to 15 years.
No, it needs to happen now. There's too much opportunity. That's your pension. Why haven't you started it now?
At the moment, not a good idea, I don't think.
It shouldn't take that long. I know a lot of people who are in the film industry. It shouldn't take that long, honestly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. No, she weren't running away from me, Lawrence. She was. Why are you laughing? AARON.
Oh, fair. Fair.
What do you think of social media? Is it good or bad?
Oh, bad. I'm doing a detox at the moment.
Wow, I did 7 months off Instagram. Well, why are you doing a detox?
Because I was thinking, I was out for a walk on my own in the countryside, and I was just talking to myself, and I was like, sorry.
I do it all the time, honestly. I do it all the time, don't worry.
Yeah, please don't put this anywhere. All these like photos of people I don't even know, and I'm like, interested for no reason. This is just stupid. I need to give myself a rest.
Yeah. Mental space.
Sorry, I wish I had prepared for this.
Oh no worries. Look, it's very on the spot. I mean, what I would say is I do think it has a pro and a negative, but I think a detox is amazing. And just to get your take on socials.
Oh God. Yeah, I don't enjoy them.
No?
No, I think I'm a bit older than I, and I luckily grew up without it completely, and I think it's so crap. It's so bad. I think it's good. The initial idea was great to keep in contact and like see what your friends are up to, but I just wish it never existed, to be honest.
Yeah, try again. Let's do it again.
Rewind. Cool, ladies. Thanks. Is money good or bad?
Bad.
Oh, okay. Why?
Good and bad, but it causes a lot of problems in the world, I guess.
Because my question is, do you not think money ends up being more the evil side when it ends up in the wrong hands, opposed to if you gave it someone to, family person, very charitable, stuff like that? So would that change your view on it, or, would you just think it's just a case of money is the root of all evil?
Most of all evil, I'd probably say, because there's a lot of good people with it who spend it well, and there's a lot of bad people who could spend it better.
Top tip for the younger generation in a very busy world, what would you say from your life that you've learned, if you could go back and pass on to someone else?
Appreciate what you've got. The money you do get, try and put a little bit away, because if you can put a little bit away now and again, it'll come in handy.
There we go, listen to that, love that, top man. Did you go to university?
I did.
Okay, cool, and what did you study?
Psychology.
You want my microphone, don't you? You can have it because it's his. What would you say to people? Because I'm on the opposite side. I didn't go college or university. I went straight into business. I set myself up. Why did you go to university? Was that your choice, or was that more of a sort of family has been in it?
It was my choice, but psychology was more of a, I wanted to do fine art. And the idea being, well, that's a real career. So I think if you do go to university, do what you're actually passionate about.
Yeah.
Because that's you'll make that a success no matter what you do, whether at university or not. But if you're going to pay that money,
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And what have you got to say on that? So what I would say, just off the back of that, have you ever wanted to start your own business?
No.
You haven't? Okay, what's that been down to? Or is it a case of you just been very passionate about what you've done?
Well, it's just, I'm now involved in theatre and entertainment. And yeah, that's enough for now. I don't need to run the business.
Awesome, I love it. Well, as long as you're happy. Did you go uni?
I didn't, no.
Oh, good man, why not?
Because I dropped out of college and I didn't want to go to uni.
What have you done now? What's the purpose?
I'm a mortgage broker now, so yeah, managed to go that way.
Okay, have you ever thought about starting your own firm? Or?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Okay, and when's that going to happen? No, in the future. So when's that happening?
I'd say 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
She's going to hold you to that. What's riskier, employment or starting a business?
Definitely starting a business in this day and age.
Starting a business.
So obviously, what's the reasoning behind you thinking it's riskier? Financial investment.
Yeah, I think it's just the security as well. It's not your overhead so much that you have to worry about.
So what I'd throw a counter out there. So when we think of risk, I think we're holding on to a lot of old narrative of like overheads, employees, equipment, stuff like that. Whereas actually, laptop, phone, you can start the business. You don't need a lot of capital. So I didn't go to college, I didn't go to uni. I went straight into business. I started my own businesses, and the risk was minimal. So I would say, is the risk not higher where you go into employment and actually you could get called into the office at any point saying, look, we're making redundancies, AI's come in, we're going to have to cut jobs and stuff like that. So is that not where the risk is?
I think the chance is a bit lower in an employment, I think especially in this day and age as well.
Yeah, I just don't think that having the sort of risk over your head, like I don't know how to describe it basically, but
so it's the risk element that would keep you from it.
Whereas obviously you walk into a company, you get paid straight away.
Do you know one bonus I would say about employment is, about business is, when you go into employment and you don't particularly like someone, or people suffer from bullying and stuff like that. The great thing about business, if you don't like someone, you get them out the circle. Did you go to university?
I'm currently in university.
Okay, cool. So what are you studying?
Osteopathy.
And why? Okay, so the question I'm trying to just find out from people: why university and not starting your own business?
An opportunity. Not really anything given to you in school to try and start your own business. No reason to go into it if you don't know what you're doing. What
would you do if you could start a business?
In the long run, the plan is to start my own business, but I've got to go somewhere with that through university. Osteopathy will let me open my own business in the clinic, not necessarily a business, but.
So is that your passion though? Because you look like you could start. I mean, you look like you're in your fitness. I mean, what is it you actually want to do? Is that definitely the business?
Osteopath. I spent a long time trying to work out what I wanted to do in college, so I knew that osteopath, you can't do it without going to uni.
So after you've gone to uni, what's the plan from there?
NHS, work in private practice after that, and then eventually go into opening my own business, depending where it is.
Awesome. Well, I really hope you do it. Social media, to you, is it good or bad?
I think it goes both ways. Social media, you can communicate with friends and families. It's also bad because likes and attention and views, people get caught up in that.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of both worlds, to be honest.
Yeah. Do you like the term of be the creator, not the consumer, where you're actually using it for good? Maybe start a business.
Yeah, I actually do that with TikTok. To be honest, I think it's really good for that. You can draw more people from different worlds and different countries. So I think it's good for that benefit.
Mate, I love that. Are you aware of how much you can monetize on TikTok?
Yeah. I'm not monetizing right now because I don't have that much of a fan base right now, but I'm aware that people can be influencers over TikTok, and not just TikTok, but Instagram and YouTube and all social media apps.
Well, I'm a TikTok content creator, so give your TikTok handle a shout out.
My TikTok is BillyMHH. Make sure you go follow that, you know what I'm saying. If you don't, I'll hunt you down. I'm not gonna lie.
I really like that. Stick at it. And do you go to uni, or do you want to start your own business?
Yeah, I'm going to University of Sussex right now. I'm doing marketing and management, yeah.
Cool, and then you're going to start your own business, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully soon, yeah.
Good man, what's the business going to be?
Preferably clothing. I like fashion and that, so of that nature.
Mate, I really hope you do it. Stick with it, start a business on this. There's too much opportunity.
Yeah.
Go do it. Did you go to university?
I did not go to university.
Okay, cool, and why not?
So for me, when I grew up, there wasn't really the opportunity.
Right.
Financially, and the situation from my family didn't really allow me to do that, so I went straight into the workplace out of school.
Cool, so it's very similar to myself. I went on a road of self-education where I went on to start my own businesses quite a young age. What would you say is more risky? Is it going down the employment route now, or is it perhaps time for people to maybe take a little bit of a jump, explore the possibility of starting a business? I mean, very much like this stuff is very much running it on your own. There's an element of risk. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely go for it. I mean, I started a business, so I worked for companies for 20 odd years, and then at 33 decided to jump ship and start my own business from scratch. I sold my car, paid for the point of sale I needed and the website and bits and pieces, went and did some courses, and then started a business. And that business ran, and we've literally just, funny enough, last month just retired.
Love that. Mate, this is a perfect message. And what you did there was sacrifice. And not a lot of people are actually willing. They want the reward, but they're not willing to put in those yards. And it sounds like you've done all that.
I think the thing that most people need to realise is that if you've got a good idea and you're passionate about it, and you've got a market, then just execute, just do it. I mean, people spend a lot of time thinking about things, writing things, going, "This, can we do this?" Yeah. Actually, the best way to learn is to execute and just do it. So my business was in property inspections. I did my first inspection as a trial on my mum's house, and then printed off 10 copies of that and just walked the whole of Brighton and to the estate agents until I got given a job.
Love that. There's 3 messages. You started at 33, you applied, sacrifice, and then you took action. Mate, great answer. Love that. Awesome. Pleasure. Thanks so much. Cheers, dude. Cool. So today we've been asking the public about money, education, university, why you're not starting a business. Is it risky? Is it not? We've had some interesting answers. Not everyone agreed with me. So for more content like this, do like, subscribe and follow.